gentlemen, today we have some recent graduates from LMI Canada's process, the strategic leadership process. We have three great ladies that have just completed our program, Pam, Milena, and our dear friend Robin from Keswick Dental Center. Ladies, if you'd be kind enough to share a little bit about what the program has done. I know we spent a lot of time through the strategic process, and we did also an inventory, a development needs inventory, a 360, to help you gain some insight. Would you share a little bit to our audience what the discovery was about self and what the information led you to act on with regard to your team feedback?
Well, the D&I for me, it gave me an opportunity to see how other people see me, like people on my team, which is so important because sometimes you're so involved in what you think of yourself that you think you're always doing a great job and you can't understand how others see you. So it's really important to see how others see you. And
get an outside perspective. Pam, what did your team feedback remind you that you need to focus on?
You may discover that your team does not trust you.
Ah, okay.
So even though there may be some things you can't share with them, trying to be more transparent about what you're doing,
okay.
Involving them more, as opposed to telling, they want a little bit more freedom and involvement in the process of the day-to-day running of the office.
What did that individual development needs inventory do for team building, Robin? What did it do?
Oh, it definitely made our team, I think, understand us better and what we're hoping for and wanting to build for the company and for them. And I think there's definitely more understanding about human nature and how we feel about it.
Awesome. Strategic leadership was the most recent program that you three all graduated from. We previously, as a two-time graduate, went through a supervisory process that LMI has. And maybe you'd briefly just describe to a person who hasn't experienced either what you believe the difference was between supervisory development and the competencies versus strategic leadership and the competencies. What do you think is the biggest difference, Robin?
Well, I think there's definitely a basis that you have to grow from. You need to know the basics of goal setting and the basic procedures, and then the strategic is definitely sort of a higher view, looking down at how to make the business better, how to plan the future, how to see where you're going and how to get there.
Oh, longer range. Research was a big part of the strategic leadership process. What did the information cause you to act on, Pam?
Well, it definitely made decisions about what we were going to do in the future. Like advertising-wise, what area or group of people are you trying to reach?
Okay.
What's your competition? What are they doing? So any plan that you had before or prior was just kind of like a stab in the dark, trying to decide, oh, we should really do this or that because that's what other people are doing.
Okay.
But maybe it's not worthwhile. It makes your decision process a lot quicker and more confident in where you want to spend your money as a practice and what you should.
Team engagement was an important part of this strategic process. Milena, how did the team embrace your hard work in this process?
Well, the team was part of this process, a big part of it. We couldn't have done it without their feedback because we want them to know that we're listening to all their concerns and that their concerns and suggestions and great ideas that we may not have, innovative creativity, imaginative ideas, that we're listening to them and we want to hear what they have to say and we want to evolve from that and grow from that and grow from them.
So they own part of the strategy that you built this year and what's going to be built for 2012. Beautiful. Thank you for that. Last question, ladies. The return on investment is something that LMI has as a mission regularly. We always strive for that. How would you qualify or define a return on investment by building Keswick Dental Center's strategic plan? How do you measure return on investment? What do you feel the value is to you personally and to the organization, Pam?
I think having a centered, everybody general understanding of where you're going. It's not necessarily right away the dollar amount that you're going to be getting out of it. It's like knowing how to plan, where you're going to go, having that clear focus of what you need to be working on, because all the things tie together, all the research that you've done and everything like that, not wasting time wondering about, should we be doing this or should we be doing that? It's more like, no, this is what our research showed, this is what we should be working on. Let's not listen to the noise over there, we're going to go over here.
Quicker decisions, clearer decisions, more operationally impactful decisions?
Less self-doubt.
Ah, that's really good. Milena, return on investment in your opinion?
More confidence to make the right decisions going forward, not being held up, backed up by making a really important decision that could mean big results for our company. So that for me is really important.
Robin, as the lead in the center, there was a lot of weight on your shoulders to build a strategy and deliver results and grow the practice. How do you sum up, in a few words, what the return on investment has been, what it's done for you and for the practice in the future? Closing thoughts.
Well, with this program, it helped us. We've implemented the most amount of change this year than we ever have in the history of Keswick Dental Center. We couldn't have done anything without it. We needed it. It was very successful, and it was very good to us, for us.
Wonderful. Well, ladies, I want to thank all three of you. A well-deserved graduation.